with me, guys? Can't wait to get this started. Ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd, calm them. The exact opposite on the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
The Knowles in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Bunch formation for these receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Broussard. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. To the air. It's Wegman looking to buy time. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. Turning it on. Bounced right back to them. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Connors.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Trying to barrel in.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Connors. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. To the air on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide. I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Rushes on him. Touchdown, Cougar! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Here we go. Do the show.
The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Finds his man. It's Williams. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback adapting. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you got to see something usually that you believe in to pull the trigger and do an onside in the first half, and they saw it. They executed it great. Nice kick. Nice job, I think, catching them off guard a little bit and recovering the onside kick.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the tight end.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Time to take a shot. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. And they're not on the same page there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knowles.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to pass, it's Wegman. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. To the end zone, and is picked off. Brought down at the 2-yard line and just a couple of steps away from the pick six. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
He's got it down the left. Open spaces at the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. The sure hands, it's Connors. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Houston wants to play fast.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even
trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play. Let's
see what they've got on second down. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick in the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be...
Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? On the run, it's Connors. Trucks through the defender. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. He leaves it with his back. Quick spin on the run. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second.
Caught at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Into the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 down. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Gashing the D on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. And he's on his way, he'll go all the way. Touchdown, Houston, hello! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dumps it to the back. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He's got it. Two-pointer is good, and now it's a one-score game here deep in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air, it's Wegman. Quickly complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stand.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure.
Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The snap sets up the throw. The screen, and watch out. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Snap in the shotgun. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7.
One play at a time. You needed the 2-point conversion to give yourself a chance to win. It's a 1-possession game. Now you got to go out and execute the onside kick, but a phenomenal job with that 2-point play to give themselves a chance.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Wegman. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Connors. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's looking to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, no!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He'll get into the end zone for the 2, and now the deficit is 5.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. And the Noles will hustle to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try the run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen and the defense ran right through it. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this one.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's caught. It's Williams. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Miller. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a man. It's Horton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Hey, listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to settle like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll go with a direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Tide!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. It's Davis. At the 40, there he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Miller with the ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The short hands, it's Adams. At the 35, he's open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Got a man, it's Bernard. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Simpson. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That's caught. It's Pittman. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Noles are moving quickly down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen, and the defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Keeps looking downfield. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got the quick pass. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and how about that? On fourth down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch, it's White. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And here comes the offense on second down. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Shotgun snap on third down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Grabs it in the middle. Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Yeah, and I like this offense, keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football.
Sends it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that's just a little window dressing as this game is over. Points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up